Morning, Wichita, and thank you for joining us here at City Hall for the Mayor's briefing for June 26th. It is nice to be back from the economic development trip representing Wichita at the Paris Air Show. I had the honor of joining Senator Jerry Moran, Congressman Ron Estes, as well as Congresswoman Sharice Davids, Lieutenant Governor David Tolan, House Majority Leader Chris Croft, and Commissioner Pete Meitzner in numerous meetings arranged by the Greater Wichita Partnership, who I'd like to thank for organizing a productive trip that helped Wichita shine and continue our name of Air Capital of the World. Several exciting announcements came out of the air show that will have a positive impact right here in Wichita. AI defense firm Nomadics will move its headquarters from Virginia to Wichita, leveraging our skilled talent pool, expertise at McConnell Air Force Base 184th Wing, and a relationship with Wichita State University to accelerate national security innovation. Global composites leader Hexcel Corporation and WSU's National Institute of Aviation Research, or NIAR, will establish the Hexcel Application Center to enhance technologies that broaden the development and application of composite materials shaping the future of aerospace and defense. Also, Austrian-based automation tech company Phil Machine Engineering will partner with local aerospace supplier Fiber Dynamics right here in our community. Supported by NIAR, the collaboration aims to automate and expand U.S. advanced manufacturing capabilities. I would also like to thank the council and community for the opportunity to represent this city at both Paris for the air show and our sister city of Orléans, France. As many of you probably heard during our workshop on Tuesday, Orléans, France has been our sister city for decades, and that relationship began in 1944 when military men helped liberate Orléans, France from Nazi occupation during World War II. And their relationship with our city, our state, and the United States has continued, and we're really grateful to the Wichita Area Sister Cities nonprofit organization that continues our relationship with 4 sister cities, 1 in France, 2 in Mexico, and 1 in China. Again, the connections that we made during this economic development trip continue to help drive job growth and economic development right here in Wichita. Now we're going to move on to streets. Economic development has consistently been a key priority for residents in our annual survey, and so has streets. In streets news, we will begin with District 1. 2nd Street is reduced to 1 lane from Edgemoor to Oliver to prepare for an asphalt overlay. Oliver is receiving an asphalt overlay as well from 25th Street to south of K96. And there's ongoing work on Douglas between Oliver and Edgemoor in preparation for the Bleckley Drainage Improvement Project. We would like to thank community members and neighbors who came out to the town hall this week for an update on that project. The city expects to have an official kickoff to the construction project next week on Monday, so stay tuned for more details. Then we're going to move on to District number 2. Oh, I guess it's all in one. District number 2 on Douglas from Rock to Webb Roads, traffic is reduced to 1 lane in preparation for asphalt overlay. Then in District 3, Southeast Boulevard is reduced to 1 lane in each direction from Pawnee to south of Wausau. Southbound I-135 off-ramp onto Pawnee is open to 1 lane of traffic. This project is for a sanitary sewer relocation. Wausau is reduced to 1 lane in the eastbound direction between Hydraulic and Victoria. Then moving on to District number 4, which is Southwest Wichita. Traffic is reduced to 1 lane in each direction on West Street from south of Pawnee to Harry. Pawnee is closed at the railroad tracks east of West Street and will remain closed until late June. West Street is northbound traffic only from 47 South to MacArthur. Traffic is reduced to 1 lane in each direction on 31st Street from Meridian to West Street. McLean is receiving an asphalt overlay from Harry to Lincoln, and K42 is reduced to 1 lane in each direction at I-235 for intersection improvements. Then Lincoln Street from McLean to Osage is receiving an asphalt overlay, and Tyler from Central to Nantucket is also reduced to 1 lane in each direction for asphalt overlay. As you can see, there's a lot of street repair that is happening across our city, and we're not leaving out. There is no construction in District 5, but we are going to move on to District 6, and this includes Riverside and North Side Wichita. In District 6, a traffic study is underway on the First Street Bridge over the Arkansas River for future bridge improvements. Please be aware that during the traffic study, lane closures may be expected. The study is slated to last about 3 weeks, and digital signs are being placed in the area to alert drivers. As always, you can find these and other construction updates on the website wichita.gov/streets. And now I'd like to welcome Emily Hurst, manager of the Wichita Animal Shelter, to discuss a new resource to help reunite owners with their lost pets, as well as our Animal of the Week. Hi, Emily.
Thanks, Lily. Hi, everybody. So we haven't been here for a couple weeks, like we know. This little guy doesn't have, this little girl doesn't have a name yet. She just came into the shelter yesterday. So if you are looking for your sweet little black kitten, this one really likes people. She doesn't want to be apart from you. Very, very sweet. Her animal number is A177738. And if her owner doesn't come back for her, she will be available with one of our adoption partners like the Kansas Humane Society or one of the rescues. She was found around the 2600 West block of Key West Street. So we were excited today to talk about our new website display. If you have lost your pet, cat or dog, and you go to wichita.gov/lostpets, you can see all of the animals that are at Wichita Animal Services shelter that's at 96 and Hillside. It does update every couple of hours as animals come in through the shelter. They come in through the shelter 24 hours a day. Right now, our average daily intake is 31 new animals. So far this month, we've taken in 791 animals. There are 191 animals in the shelter today. And let's see, we've got 194 cats that have transferred for adoption, and I might have those transposed, 254 dogs. Forgive me if I mix those two up. And we have only 120 pets that have actually reunited with their owner. Unfortunately, only 6 of those were cats. So just as a reminder, we have waived all of our cat reclaim fees. So if you have lost your cat and you're worried about the funds to be able to get it back, there is no fees. If you don't, the only thing that we ask is that you show proof of a rabies shot. If you haven't gotten that yet, it is a $25 voucher so that you can go get the rabies shot for your cat or kitten. And again, please make sure to check out our website pretty soon. Right now you can see that if you check on, you can filter it by cats, dogs, we get small mammals, reptiles, livestock, you name it. And if you click on the animals links, you will see a picture of it along with whatever description information that we can currently have. Pretty soon we'll have another update that will actually be able to show 3 pictures of each animal, as well as some other updates coming soon. So thank you guys for having us, and don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
Thank you, Emily, and thank you for reminding our community of this resource, which is the Wichita Animal Shelter. Again, that website is wichita.gov/lostpets. Next, as you know, fireworks season kicks off Friday right here in Wichita. I'd like to welcome up Battalion Chief Jose Orcades to remind the community of ways to stay safe and happy during this 4th of July.
Thank you, Mary Wu. Well, fireworks season officially kicks off tomorrow, Friday, June 27th, and it runs through July 5th, Saturday, July 5th. During this time frame, residents are permitted to shoot fireworks from 10 a.m. to midnight throughout those dates. It's also important to know the types of fireworks when they'll be allowed to be shot. Safe and sane, non-aerial fireworks such as fountains, ground spinners, and anything that emits sparks, showers of sparks, can be shot off June 27th through July 5th. Non-aerial or aerial fireworks, which are mortars, anything that bursts up in the sky, are only permitted July 3rd through the 5th. Those dates are going to be our main days of enforcement for after hours during that time frame of midnight. Most of our complaints last year were the results of after hours shooting of fireworks. With that being said, we want everyone to celebrate, but safety must come first. Never use fireworks under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Never allow young children to shoot or handle any types of fireworks. Have one area, safety area of a level, hard surface to be able to shoot your fireworks of a safe perimeter. Only allow one firework to be shot at a time, and if a fireworks malfunctions, don't try to reignite, relight, or even handle that fireworks. Have a bucket and garden hose nearby to soak used and unused fireworks in water. Our number one cause of house fires related to fireworks is improper disposal. We want to make sure that everyone keeps your fireworks soaked in water and wet down away from the house before you put it into your trash bin. We want to make sure that it stays overnight away from the house at all times. The Wichita Fire Department and Police Department will be teaming up again this year to enforce the fireworks ordinance. 911 will have the non-emergent line 290-1011 available June 27th through July 6th from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. Our goal is to make sure that this year's celebration is memorable for the right reasons: family fun, community spirit, and safe practices. Let's have a safe and festive Independence Day season. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. Again, most of the fires we see from fireworks are from improper disposal of those fireworks, so be sure to douse those spent fireworks thoroughly and let them cool off before disposing of them. And speaking of cooling off, with the hottest summer months approaching, we want to encourage people in our community to remain safe from the heat. On days of high heat, residents are encouraged to stay inside as much as possible, hydrate regularly, and ensure pets also have access to shelter and water. Be sure to check out the city's page that keeps track of heat warnings and provides a list of resources for those who need to escape hot weather, including neighborhood resource centers, libraries, museums, and other heat resources, as well as tips from the CDC on staying safe from extreme heat. That website is wichita.gov/cooling centers. So again, stay safe during this hot Kansas weather. Next, I would like to invite Communications Manager Tyler Schiffelbein to discuss the new paid parking implementation plan and what residents can expect when they go live on July 1st.
Thank you, Mayor. As most everyone here probably already knows, implementation has already begun of the first phase of the downtown paid parking program. So the area outlined in blue here is the area where eventually all the equipment is going to be installed. The streets you see marked in orange, that is where this first phase of equipment is being installed along Douglas, Emporia, from First to William, as well as St. Francis. So the equipment was received last Saturday, and installation began this on Monday. And hours of operation are going to be Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Rates are $1 an hour, $5 for parking lots, and $10 daily for parking structures. I forgot to mention most of the equipment has been the kiosks in this first round that are going to be along Douglas. There are a couple of meters and all the associated signage as well. As we get updates moving forward of when more equipment comes in and what the next phases are going to be, check out parkwichita.com, and we'll update where all the implementation is going to be. One thing we do want to mention is to kind of get people used to the app, we're offering this buy 1 hour, get 1 hour free program. So you download one of the either Park Mobile or Pay by Phone apps, and you can buy 1 hour of parking, and then the hour immediately after that will be free. So you get 2 hours total. More details can be found on parkwichita.com. Again, like I said, any information we have you need to know is on parkwichita.com. And then after this, for the media, we'll be doing a demonstration of the kiosks, how they work, show Car Park will be out there to demonstrate how that works at 11:30 at Emporia, just south of Douglas. So with that, Mayor.
Thank you, Tyler. Again, that website is parkwichita.com. And now, here to show an episode of Well Done Wednesday from our Wichita Police Department is Andrew Ford, here to share this week's Well Done Wednesday.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. Recently, we started doing our Well Done Wednesdays, which highlights the work that our officers are out there doing in the street each and every day. Rain, sleet, snow, it doesn't matter, through the storms last week. This recent episode that we'll show of this Well Done Wednesday actually took place on June 17th at 9:52 p.m. Officers responded to a call about a burglary in progress at a local repair shop. The business owner, who had reported theft just the day before, saw someone inside the fenced area. Officers quickly arrived and spotted the man near a hole cut in the fence. Officer Dykstra and K-9 Major gave the suspect commands, but he didn't follow them. K-9 Major helped detain the individual, and he was taken into custody. And in this video of Well Done Wednesday, which we posted on social media last night, you'll actually see the events unfold.
So when we first saw him, we had a perimeter on the east and west sides with 4-foot fence. Got contact.
Last week, during powerful thunderstorms, torrential rains, and flash flooding, the Wichita Police Department remained vigilant in protecting the city. Officers responded to a burglary in progress at a pawn shop in the 2500 block of South Oliver. Once on the scene, officers located a hole in the fence surrounding the pawn shop.
Yeah, I found a hole in the fence.
While officers waited to gain access to the main gate, the suspect tried to leave through the hole.
Police, show me your hands!
He was surprised by an officer and fled back into the parking lot. Once officers were able to access the main entrance, they searched for the suspect but could not find him. With the weather and the numerous places to hide in the pawn shop parking lot, it was up to K-9 Major to locate the suspect.
It's the Wichita Police Department K-9 unit. If you're back here, you need to yell out now.
Officers gave the suspect multiple chances to reveal himself before sending in Major.
Got contact. Quit fighting my dog, mister! Stay still! Don't move! Stay still!
Once located, the suspect quickly surrendered and was taken into custody. The suspect was taken to a local hospital for medical care but was later booked for burglary and theft. This highlights how, regardless of the conditions, our officers are committed to protecting and serving the community. To all the officers involved, well done.
Good job. That's a blue man.
So again, for us, highlighting what our officers do each and every day, but it also highlights the work that we put in, the efforts that we're making when we talk about technology, when we talk about resources. So our K-9s are very instrumental. Number one, because you saw this type of property where it was so much stuff in that area, it was downpouring, raining, but it's also an officer safety issue. So being able to use a K-9 to go in and find the suspect was a great resource for us to have. With technology, because of the weather, we couldn't have a drone up to potentially look over the area to see if we can spot the suspect. Again, Well Done Wednesday allows us to highlight the work to help show the enhanced technologies that we are using when it comes to drones, when it comes to our K-9, and when it comes to our officers and body-worn camera, the work that the officers do each and every day. out on the street. So if you ever get a chance, follow us on our social media page where you actually see those Well Done Wednesday every Wednesday, just to spotlight our officers and the great work they do. And I might only add, it's not just our officers, but it's also our professional staff who work behind the scenes as well to get this work done. So thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Andrew, and again, thank you for the hard work of all of our public safety officers and first responders for everything they do for our community every day. Next, we are excited about the rain that we have received recently. We hope to continue to get rain in the community, and I believe that we should be getting some more this afternoon. But we want to urge residents that we are still in a drought. The city determines the drought by the 12-month rolling average of the conservation pool. And by that determination, the earliest that the city can lift drought restrictions would be in March. We need to see sustained higher levels at Cheney, and we can then lose, unfortunately, some feet of water from evaporation this summer. So again, we're still not out of the woods when it comes to the drought. We want to urge all residents to be mindful of outdoor watering use. Now, staff is looking on a draft ordinance to come before the council for discussion later this summer that would only allow every other day watering, even when we are out of drought restrictions. So stay tuned for that information. And again, that would come before the council for discussion and a vote. So in the meantime, you can find the water levels at Cheney and the 12-month rolling average at savewichitawater.com. And with that, I always close out mayor's briefings with good news. So I'll start off with congratulations to the 3 individuals who are the finalists for the Buster Posey Catcher of the Year Award. That individual will be revealed this evening by the Wichita Sports Commission. The 3 catchers are from coastal Carolinas, Notre Dame, and University of Texas. So congratulations to the 3 finalists and their families who are here in Wichita right now, anticipating who will win the big award that has been presented every year for the past 25 years. And again, thank you to the Wichita Sports Commission. And on that same token, when we talk about sports, it brings people together. I believe that sports are a great way to learn discipline, teamwork, and many great values. And so another sporting event that is happening here in our community for the first time will be a big boxing match at Charles Koch Arena Friday, June 27th. With us this morning are the president of Global Combat Collective, Josh, and CEO of ProKel Mobility, Kelly, as well as Josh's brother, Scott. So I would like them to come and share a little bit more about the event happening on Friday, June 27th.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Joshua Chassie. I'm the president and founder of Global Combat Collective. We chose Wichita for a couple good reasons. First off, the son of Wichita, Nico Hernandez, is returning to the ring after a 2-year layoff. We have wonderful local individuals here, but we wanted to showcase a heavyweight champion, longest knockout and most effective knockout ratio in boxing history, and 95%, Mr. Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is returning to the ring after a 1.5-year layoff. We want to bring this wonderful event to Wichita and, watch Wichita win. So on behalf of myself, Joshua Chassie, and Mr. Kelly Gonzalez, wonderful sponsor for us. We love everybody to come out and watch. Doors open at 6 o'clock at Charles Koch Arena. If you can't make it out, you can watch it on payperview.com. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you again, and thank you for hosting events like sporting matches, like boxing. We had softball, professional softball this week in Wichita as well. So there's a lot of sporting events that are happening in our community, and I'm so grateful that many have chosen Wichita as a place to host their events. So with that, we will open it up for questions.
I noticed looking at the city website yesterday for paid parking that, when the council initially voted for, paid parking to be implemented, that residents would be able to get the first 15 minutes free for parking, but now the website appears to show that there will just be 15-minute parking stalls. Can you
Yeah, no,
elaborate on that?
the whole intent all along has been that there's going to be designated 15-minute spaces. They're not going to be 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes are going to be free. I believe that came up in the discussion at some point, but when the final version came out, it was 15-minute stalls. So, yeah. Yeah.
And do we know where those stalls are going to be?
Stephanie, do you know locations of all those stalls? Not at this time. I don't have that with me, so we'll get that to you. Yeah.
What do city employees pay for parking, and what will they be paying after July 1?
Isn't it $20 a month right now? $20 to $25 a month right now. I think I've been paying that since I started here. So.
Okay. Will that be rising after July 1?
I have not heard on that. I'd have to get back to you on that, what those plans are. Thank you.
I see no further questions, so thank you all very much and have a great weekend.